abroad, the global lifestyle, buying property abroad, and a whole bunch of random stuff. So let's talk. So I was talking with a friend and we were talking about how we are currently in a fourth turning. If you do not know what a fourth turning is, make sure to Google that and search the book on Amazon, The Fourth Turning. It is extremely interesting, informative, and you need to know about this. We were talking about our upcoming plans and how we really feel that the United States is on its last leg in terms of being a superpower and world power. Now, of course, I hate to say that because I do love many things about the United States. However, history has shown us time and time again that every great empire has its rise and it has its fall. So it is what it is. With all of this being said, the question that was brought up during the conversation is like, where would you go in the world if you were living in the US, you actually have your passport, and you needed to flee for some reason? And these were my top picks. First up would be Albania. I say Albania just because, number one, at least as of now, Albania allows all Americans to come into the country visa-free and stay for 1 year. And that is extremely valuable because that saves you time, money, and a whole bunch of craziness in terms of trying to figure out how you're going to legally stay in a country for a long period of time. And then all you need to do is make a border run, etc., and then come back into the country and you can stay for another year. That is very helpful. Not only that, Albania is an extremely beautiful country. The people are very friendly. The food is excellent. The cost of living is very low. And it's in the Mediterranean. So, like, how can you go wrong? Number 2 on my list would be Georgia. And I choose Georgia for similar reasons as Albania. And that is, Georgia right now allows Americans to enter into its border, into the country, visa-free up to 1 year. And then all you would need to do is do a border run. To my knowledge, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but all you have to do is do a border run and then you can re-enter the country and stay for an additional year. Also, the real estate deals there are very good, and it is also very affordable. So that is a plus as well. I guess the only downside to Georgia is that it's very close to the Russian border. And I have had some of my friends that are from that region always say something like, be careful when you're moving to places close to the Russian border. These are like some of my Ukrainian friends and some of my other friends from like Kazakhstan, etc. But I mean, do your research on that. But Georgia would be a quick pick for me if I had to quickly flee, get on a plane, and head somewhere. That would be, like I said, number 2 on the list. Number 3 on my list would be Mexico. Now, I know this is so ironic, right? And there are a lot of Americans who would not even deserve to cross the border into Mexico if they had to flee the U.S. just based on their like negative feelings about Mexicans in general. However, I'm not one of those people. And if you're not one of those people, then Mexico would definitely be a great choice for sure because it's right there near the U.S. That's number 1. You can stay up to 6 months visa-free in the U.S. and they make getting a long-term visa quite affordable and easy. So it's a no-brainer in terms of Mexico. On top of that, it's affordable and it's peaceful, and everybody I know that lives in Mexico is super happy about it. Last but certainly not least on my list is Argentina. And the reason why I choose Argentina is because although you do need a visa to enter the country and you're supposed to be able to stay for 90 days, once you're in the country, they make it quite easy for you to obtain your extended stay long-term visa. So it's a place that you can easily get set up. It's affordable, the culture is great, the food is great, the real estate deals are great. And I mean, it's the most European country outside of Europe in terms of architecture, etc., and history, etc., and it is in South America. So if you need to hop a flight back to the US for some kind of reason or travel around to other parts of Latin America, you can do so with ease. So these are the countries on my list for Americans to flee to in the event of a national emergency and you just had to get out of Dodge. So just let me know what you think in the comments. If I skipped over any country. Okay, so let's talk about the 4